Now we turn to Yan Ziming's book, Lao Tzu and the Bible. Now, I will read you a very short section first. There's a longer section after, but in here, in the introductory section, he has one. Lao Tzu portrayed the incarnation of Tao, the Holy One. So now you get a little more detail about what the Holy One means. It means the incarnation of Tao. Now, Jesus is the incarnation of God. Therefore, if the incarnation of Tao must be the same as God, the Holy One. And it says here about those two chapters we were reading. And then he says this about the Holy One based on those two chapters. The duty of the Holy One as a vehicle by which people recognize heaven, as a shepherd of the world possessing knowledge without pursuing, seeing without looking. The essence of the Holy One, omniscient and invisible, governing the universe and reaching everywhere, causing no harm and spreading peace and prosperity. The mission of the Holy One, saving people, hearing people's sins, and inheriting light. The love and humility of the Holy One stays in the dark in spite of his own radiance, knowing his glory and enduring humiliation, knowing the debt of the people without demanding payment. The suffering and accomplishments of the Holy One, sacrificing his life, yet forever living, paying the penalty for his people's sins, and becoming the King of the world. Now, that is a short section on the incarnation of the Holy One, and those are characteristics of the Holy One taken from the Tao Te Ching. Now, once you're through with that little section I read, then in part 2 in this Lao Tzu and the Bible, there is a particular chapter. It's called part 2, and you see right here. Notice what that's called. So this is a particular chapter on the incarnation of Tao, about the Holy One. And then this is a long chapter that goes into great detail about the Holy One. And it quotes scripture and everything about him, not only from the Tao Te Ching, but here is where he gets specifically into the Bible. So here you find the parallels between the incarnation of the Tao, the Holy One, and how it is shown in the Bible, along with the Tao Te Ching. So in putting these two together in this book, he brings you the parallels between the Tao Te Ching and the Bible, which includes, of course, the Holy One. The Holy One, the sage, the great knower, the great teacher, the great possessor, the great power, and yet who has humility and abandons his own status as great in order to serve the lesser, to take everything from the world that is bad and turn it back to what is right, to take upon himself people's sins so that they do not have to endure the consequences. And yet, with all that power, this is the choice of the sage. This is the choice of the incarnation of the Tao. This is the choice of the Holy One.